Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning, LaLa. On Friday Feels, it's all about love, and these two women are helping other women love their lives. Both of you are kind of transformational coaches. We've got Cheryl Lee and Rebecca Cross in, and Cheryl, you are all about basically transforming people, helping them get their mind right. Yeah. And Rebecca, you are all about authentic business, like helping people really expand in their business. Yeah. Tell us, first of all, what you do and what the difference is.
Well, actually, we were talking about this on the way here. I'm mindset business strategy. So I work around the mindset around intuition, your authentic self. I do that around my spiritual practice as well as for those that are more logically minded through NLP and working on business. But I'm all around finding that authentic self. And we were discussing on the way here, weren't we, how we have the similar mission around finding that authentic self.
So I co-founded Now Is Your Time with Donna, who's back in the UK. I have to say
Donna.
hello to Donna.
Hi, Donna.
And Donna and I met 15 years ago in corporate world, and we became best friends and soul sisters. And we always said that in the future we would come together and make a difference in the world. And last year the universe aligned, and we set up our business, and we've got a mission to help more than 1 million girls and women really step into that power and be authentic and find their true self. Because some of my journey, I wasn't sure of my identity when I was growing up, and I acted out at school, and then you talk about relationships, not great relationships, and until I really started to accept myself and understand who I was, then now I'm pursuing my dreams.
So take us through this. I'm somebody that's struggling. I come to, say you, Rebecca, and I go, what do I do? What's the first step?
For me, I want to find out more about what is your gift. See, I had a reading age of, my dyslexia clicks in. So I was 14 and I had a reading age of 7. I normally say it the other way around because I've got and I remember then that I used to think I'm thick, I'm never going to be able to do what I can do. But things started to happen, like my husband left me when I first had my firstborn. And I realised that actually I've got this resilience, this tenacity, because I went through university, I worked for big companies, and I found that I actually have got a uniqueness to step into your greatness. So for me, I always want to find out, and I work with someone, what is it you truly want to do? It always comes back to that purpose, but we always have something that stops us, a limiting belief or block, be it you feel like you're thick, or you feel like you're not worthy, or you feel like you could never be that person you see on the TV.
Thick must be a UK thing.
Dense,
we don't
right?
know what that means.
Yeah.
Thick.
Like
dense. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, here in the States, it has a different connotation.
Very authentic. So it's when you think you're not as bright as the next person. And so it's for me, I want to find out what is it that you think you are that I can say, actually, you're not. And that you actually are amazing.
And how about you, Cheryl? How do you?
We like to understand what life experiences people have been through, where some of those limiting beliefs have come from, because they're all planted in our subconscious mind and they're running in the background and we're not aware of them. So we take our clients back to understand their life experience, but then we turn them into life lessons, which is what Donna and I have done. We had low self-worth. We didn't respect ourselves at times. So we work with clients to understand what the experiences are, turn it into life lessons, use it for good to help them to connect to themselves, their authentic self, so that they can go ahead and smash their lives or whatever they want to do, pursue their dreams like we have.
It's fantastic. I think the best coaches are always ones who have gone through exactly what it is they're teaching, right? It's just fantastic. Did you ever imagine that you'd be a coach when you were going through all that?
Well, it's interesting because for 10, 15 years, I wanted to be a coach. I went and studied my NLP qualifications, but I had a limiting belief that was fear that was stopping me. But I always said I was going to be a coach when I was 45. But then as the 45 age got near, I was saying to my husband, I'm going to be a coach when I retire. But last year, we set the business up and I was 45. So somehow I still met the goal that I'd set, but it was planted there somewhere in my subconscious mind. So.
I think it's interesting because there's a lot of coaches these days, and it feels like, how could it be so loud of a space out there? But I feel like the more, there's like a tidal wave of people realizing how important this work is, and it doesn't matter where you are at whatever level, whether you are a 6-figure, a 7-figure, there's always somebody that knows more than you. So there's always someone we can begin to be a teacher and a coach at whatever level. And I think it's super important for people to see that it's not just a coach that's making $100 million a year, that there's different levels and different coaches that are making a difference, profound difference in people's lives, one client at a time.
And I think also not everyone's a good fit for everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm very much, I'm going to say this on TV, no one's got this set of teeth. And no one's got your set of teeth. Because we are so unique. I've always wanted to say that on TV. But, you know, we haven't. And I feel like we're, you know, when you're going to find a coach or finding a mentor, you have to find someone who's aligned with you.
Right.
Yeah.
And that gets you. And it's not always about their financial goals. It's about how can they get you to your goal, be that whatever that is.
So how did you get one of your clients to their goal? Do you have an example of a really incredible transformation that you've witnessed?
Yeah, I have actually. She's watching now, Katie. She's my biggest fan. It's when you haven't got the confidence. It's not always about money. You know, it could be something that I don't have the confidence to share my voice or start that business or do what you want to do. So I will either do that through mindset strategies, be that with NLP, or I will use theta, which is an energy healing. So if you are spiritually inclined with that, I do sometimes bring that in, and that's when we're really connecting to find out what triggered that in the first place. Because when we all came into this, we're born, you know, when you're a baby, you've got no limiting beliefs, you know, you learn them through habits, be that through your family, through your environment. So I like to go back to that time to figure out what was it that triggered that in the first place to make you feel, just like I did when I was 14, that I wasn't intelligent enough to do things, and I worked on that. So I like to, similar to what you were saying, go back to that timeline so we can reprogram that belief. And actually, you can do whatever you can. I mean, look at me. I mean, I met you guys.
So tell people where they can find and follow you and work with you.
So for us, it's Now Is Your Time. So we have a website, Now Is Your Time 2, which is TO, not number 2, and all our handles are Now Is Your Time 2.
Great, thank you.
And I'm Rebecca Cross on Facebook or Rebecca Ann Cross on Instagram.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We are Good Morning LaLa, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. All of today's interviews are available as a podcast on iTunes, and the whole show is streaming on EverTalk TV, on Apple TV and Roku.
That's right, we're waking up the world together, you guys. Have a great Friday, and may you spend your time with people you love, doing things that you love. Have a great weekend.
It's going to be a good morning, La La Land.